Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. And they want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
David Onyemata brought him down. It's a pickup of 3.
On second down, a run with Breida. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Jalen Smith.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the interception, here's Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
Complete.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards. And the Jaguar.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. Here's Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points will put on the board.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, They must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Breida on a toss left, and he's going to be met at about the 43.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Mostert, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watson's pass.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now it's Breida. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
To Matt Breida.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alexander.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Mostert, the ball
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Breida, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and
play action. Now Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll toss it to Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
Devin McCourty on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Here's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now a toss play, it's Breida. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Ball carrier.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
A loss of 6.
Looked like they felt like there was just way too much traffic, so instead of trying to run through the pile on 3rd and goal, they tried to take it outside. But how about that pursuit by the defense? Way too much for them, and they held him up short of the line of scrimmage and the goal line.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And it will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Complete.
Hollywood Marquise Brown, 88 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
For the extra point.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry.
For the 3rd time, Jackson got me intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson off play action. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mostert.
You got it.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
That swung out to Mostert.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Watson's pass intercepted.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
Now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Matt Breida with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Rams 16. Dan Bailey set.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mostert. And some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Mostert. Room here to run. 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They go counter with Breida. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Breida, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
3-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They run with Breida. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. And they run for it with Breida. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
The Rams take over.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Past the 10 to the 11-yard. Line, and that's where the return stops. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The ball carrier, Jordan Whitehead on the tackle. A 7-yard.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Take him down at the 19.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
4 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 34, Rams 16.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Matt Breida, 78 yards. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular.
And now here's another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Rams 22. Dan Bailey.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Now Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tackles. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been... And look at this, it's a fake. And
fake punt turns into a huge play and a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now it's Watson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 27 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. They had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Avante.
Defensively, it was Avante Maddox with the tackle.
2nd and 10.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. My goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one. And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted and now here is another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 1st down, here's Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier. Jonathan Jones on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Lamar Jackson.
Noah Spence showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third down and 12. This is Breida.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Watson now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That really sets them back. A loss of 6 on 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Being chased out left. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now Breida on a toss left. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Jaguar first
On first down, they go with Mostert again. He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another.
Coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
on the tackle.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jaguars, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Baby, mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello, Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's grit. We on shot for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's grit. We on shot for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor. Yeah, your friend smart, but my boy's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's grit. We on shot for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's grit. We on shot for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, up, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning, and my stomach keep on turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm wanna see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again.
Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. I'm the first lady, stunner crew, running nation. Pick it up, watch me pick it up. In my hands, on my knees, I've been down and pick it up. Kylie Jenner lips, J-Lo in the hips. Y'all sitting on the bleachers on the first draft pick. Playing with your feelings, can't have me. Get left like D, I did the Cassie. Blah, 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 cause I already won. This is B, foreign language, we ain't coming from a bum. Drippy, sipping like Capri Sun. Take your man, get bored, send him back where he's from. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. I ain't talking about my deal, but they humble down. Talking from my shoulders to my waist down. Core stores open, I'm the best out, hands down. Mad about it, cut a check, caught another touchdown. Fumble in the bag like you can't hold it or something. I weigh out your league, switch controllers or something. I'm so wavy like I'm walking on the ocean or something. Wishing they was in my skin like they my lotion or something. Set the cash app, the thighs match, so he know he gotta match that. Left the club, 100 down with a brown knapsack. Tags in the bag, girl returning clothes back. Your favorite rapper, favorite song, stunner, girl throwback. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Throw it in rotation. Run it back, keep it clapping like a standing ovation. You can't do it like me, sis. You can't do it like me, sis. You can't do it like me, sis.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Cause I ain't like it. Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot, tired of trying. Go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why do people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about your to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get out that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get out that you desire. No ceiling wins that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you may get all that you desire. No silly wins that never be the same.
Oh, look at me. I bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make 'em run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, touch down like that. Go ahead, swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Trey Mo, and welcome to Superstar KO. All right, let's get it in. Want to play by yourself? Hit 1v1. You and a buddy? Hit 2v2. Or if you're really trying to squad up, hit that 3v3, and let's get it poppin'. Next up, let's get your team, player.
Animal instinct, you fools hurt. Jesus will.
Coach J is coming to shut y'all down. All right, y'all, let's stack your lineup with some X factors. Yes, sir. Talking about a playmaker on defense. Derwin James is that guy. Gilmore's got that tight coverage, like plastic wrap. Here comes the chef, because Dalvin Cook serves it up hot. All right, the Snappers versus Shutdown.
Yo, who told us we ain't gonna win, man? Really? He's a bozo. Bozo. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah.
Trey Mo here to give you a little push for your first swing through Superstar KO.
nation. This is second nature. All is automatic.
Coach Jennifer Welter. Here's someone to help you manage your secondary. It's John Lynch. It's Patrick Mahomes, the Madden 20 cover athlete. With the amount of championship experience that Devin McCourty has, your defense just got a huge boost.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones